Buenos dias, ni hao ma, guten Abend, meine Freunde. Merhaba arkadaşlar. Bonjour, mon amis, mon ami, and buenasera, amigos, muchachos. Okay, fuck it. Hey, guys, today we are testing the consistency of my latest deck, Blackwing deck profile, because a lot of people requested, hey, is that actually consistent? Is it bricky? What's up with it? Alright. And today I'll show it to you. I'll prove it to you before you decide to go and spend so much money on that deck. Because if you look at like on board, okay, like if you just look at the deck like this, it looks like bricky as fuck. It does look like it, but it's not. It's actually not. I know that, for example, the Magic Launch, Raiders Wing, and Kaiju, if you have like all those three cards on our hand, it sucks. It does, especially if our fourth card is I don't know, two wild winds, two black wild winds, one magic launch, one raiders and kaiju. It looks bricky, okay, but trust me, it is not. It is not, okay. I'll prove it to you today. And also, I'm also going to show you how to play with small world, because a lot of people have been asking me how to target cards of small world and how to use bridges, and yeah. Also, guys, I'm playing Radiant in this deck because before that I wanted to play this Trudeau, but the studio is a bad bridge small world card when we have biscuit cards in our deck, okay? Unfortunately, it is. So that's why I went back to play with Radiant. And at the same time, guys, Radiant is actually a great card. Like a Kaiju in our deck in the deck is never a bad idea, okay? Never. And even if we do have the Kaiju on our hand, we still do not break with small world because with the biscuit cards, we can also use them as targets, as bridge to search for Zutri or another Black monsters, just not Simune, because the biscuit cards are all level 6 dark types and have 2000 defense. Okay, let's just go straight and check the consistency. Okay, and our first hand, this is just too good. This is just too good. With an opening hand like this, guys, we can get ashed, we can get immed couple twice or something like that. Like this is a beautiful hand. Because first of all, guys, don't start off by using Pot of Prosperity or Small World, because it's not always necessary to use Prosperity, especially in this case. Don't use it, okay? Don't use it at this point. Only if we get immediately ashed or something, then we can go for Prosperity. But in this case, guys, um, yeah, you already know what we do with this combo. Okay, next hand, beautiful, beautiful. This is full combo, guys. Starting off with one Shamal, getting the Wild out here, and then having the Zutri. Like this is big time, big full combo. We're gonna have Dragoon on the field. We're gonna have the Bald on the field. We're gonna have all of them. Okay, so search of Zutri, Divata, and then you already know what this board does, guys. I've seen it. I've shown it a couple times already. And if we get ashed or something, we're gonna have Called by the Grave. Okay, so beautiful hand. Next up, wow, wow. This time we won't be able to play with Shamal because we already have, oh, because we already started off with two Black Feather Wild ones and we only played two. But that's okay. We don't have to play with Shamal. Even one Zutri and one Black Feather Wild is also full combo for us, okay? So beautiful hand. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next up, okay. So going first, this could look weird, okay? We Fortunately we still have Twin Shadow on our hand, so Twin Shadow is great. Impermanence is also great to have on our hand, especially if we go in second right now. But if we're going first right now, it looks weird, I know, but check this out. We can still do some things. We can start off with this. Okay, forget about it. It's already misplayed. Okay, next hand. Great. Also, beautiful hand. We're gonna start off with small world. Now, what we want to do is use the Vata as a card that you want to target from your hands, and then now it's up to you guys which card you want to use. If you want to go for Simoon, then you have to use the Kaiju as a bridge, okay? But if you don't want to search if you do not want to search for Simoon, you want to go for Zutri, then I would suggest to pick one of the Druid Worms, or like one of the Biscuit cards, my bad. One of the Biscuit cards as a target to search for Zutri. But otherwise, if you want to go for Simoon, we're going to use the Kaiju. Like that. And then we will get Simoon to our hands, okay? So basically, for the people that didn't understand what just happened, you're gonna use one monster from your hand to banish face down, and one monster from your deck banish. Okay, in this case, it's going to be the Radiant, and then you can add Simoon to your hand. Alright, and then Simoon and the Blackwing monster on your hand. This is just straight full combo. You already know. And then we want to search for Blackwing. We always want to search for Zutri in this case, okay? Always. Really important. Okay, next hand. Beautiful. Great. This time we got the Biscuit cards in the hands, and this is why we have to play the Radiant instead of the Strudel, because if we had the Strudel right now on our hand, we wouldn't be able to go a big combo. So we're gonna use one of the Biscuit cards, and then we have to target the Kaiju Radiant. And this time, if we do not target the Radiant, we cannot go for any Blackwing monsters. Okay, so Biscuit, Radiant, and then go for Simoon or whoever you need in that case. And then just go full combo. Straight again. And yeah, that's simple. Alright, next hand, really beautiful. Beautiful. You already know what we're doing with this, right? And the good thing about this is if we start off with Simoon and the Black Wild, this is best case scenario, guys. Best case scenario, because why? We can just easily. By the way, if you have Chinook on your hand and Shamal, for example, in this case, I know that you guys think, okay, I only play one Chinook, so I might get rid of the Shamal. Don't do that. Don't do that, because what happens if you do not have two Black Wildwings on the field and you're gonna get ashed on one Black Wildwind? If you would have banished the Shamal right now in this situation, we would be dead. We would be literally dead. I know we still got the prosperities, but let's say, for example, boom, and in this case we have two Black Wildwings, so we will be definitely able to search for at least one card. But let's say we are not able to search for anything because we got ashed. That's good. Just summon Shamal, and then with Shamal, we're gonna activate one of the Black Wildwings again. No problem. And this time search for Vata, and you guys already know, man. Vata alone, and one Black Feather Wildwind. In this case, now we are going to activate Shamal's effect to get one Black Feather Wildwind on the field. Usually one Vata and one Black Feather Wildwind is full combo, guys. In this case, we also have Shamal on the graveyard, and we got Simoon on the field. So that is just straight beautiful. Okay, so great. Next hand, guys, this is crazy. Now let's say we have a hand like this. Okay, let's say we got a hand like this. What we doing? We're gonna activate Small World first. With Small World, we want to, let's say, yeah, go. In this case, guys, I would pick Shamal, and then one Radiant, like this, and then go for Simoon. And now you keep the Zutri on your hand, guys. Keep the Zutri on your hand. Banish everything else, like that. And now, if we get ashed, in this case, because usually people when I ask that, that's just okay, because one black wild ones and another copy of Zutri on our hand is just again straight full combo. By the way, what is also really important, guys, I would always suggest to use Zutri as a chain 1 and the Black Feather Wild One as a chain 2. Why? Because if you would use Zutri as a chain 2, then he can actually gamma the Zutri. Okay, so that is really important to not get gammed. Because if you get gamma in that case, it's going to be GG. Okay, so really important to not do that mistake. With Black Wildman, we will always search for Vata, and with Zutri, we will always search for Shamal. Okay, just like that. Alright, let's test another hand. Great, full combo again. Like having Zutri, Vata, and Shamal in our hand is always great. Let's say in this case, guys, we already have all of our cards on our hand, right? Like that. Then what card do we want to search next with Zutri if you already have Shamal and Vata on our hand? In this case, guys, I would always go for the Twin Shadow because we don't know what's going to happen next. If we get Nibiru, that's fine because with Twin Shadow, we can always summon the our boy Sylvant in our opponent's turn, and then thanks to the Black Feather Wildman and to Shamal in the graveyard, we will always be able to get Chinook to the field or to our hand, and having 2 pops and 1 Chinook on our hand in the opponent's turn is always great. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind to always search for a Twin Shadow if you already have Shamal and Vata on our hand. Beautiful hand. As you can see, guys, like, great, just beautiful. Okay, so now check this out, guys. What if we have a hand like this? You might think now, oh damn, what am I supposed to do? Should I really sacrifice the Raider's Ring? Should I really sacrifice the Raider's Ring to just to search for a Blackwing monster so that I can activate Simon's effect? Hell to the no. In this case, guys, we're not sending away the Raider's Ring, we are sending away Simon. Okay, send away Simon. Search in this case for, well, it depends on, guys. Like in this case, we have the Black Wild One on our hand. Okay, if we have Black Wild One on our hand, in this case, like if you know that you can go full combo without activating Simon, then do not get rid of the Raider's Ring, okay? Because Caluga is too OP to not play him. Get Zutri to your hand, and then just like that, it's full combo again. And now let me show you how to play if you got like all of those cards on your hand real quick. Alright, so search Vata, search Shamal, boom, Zephyrus, Nuke to the graveyard, get out the Blackwing Dragon, activate the Black Feather Wild, special summon Vata from your graveyard, just like that. Right after you've done that, immediately activate Zephyrus effect to bounce back the Black Feather Wild. Soft once per turn. I'm gonna activate it again. Now next up, we wanna go for nothing. Like that. And that is really important, guys, to not misplay over here. If you wanna go for nothing, always use Zutri. Always. Okay? Because otherwise we cannot activate Zutri's effect again. Chain 1, nothing. Chain 2, always Shamal. Nothing else but Shamal. And chain 3 to chain lock him from Chinook so that he does not gamma it or bell it. Feather Wild Ones. And then get out the Vata. Just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Next up, guys, before you even continue with Zutri, first go for the Muddy Mud Dragon, because if he hasn't nipped you until now, okay, let's say he could still nip you right now, okay? Expect to get nipped until now. Until now. If he does not decide to nip you at this point, then you're good to go. Go for Dragoon, and once Dragoon is out, you're safe. Because now there's nothing going to happen. Now we can special summon, normal summon again Zutri, chain 1 Zutri, chain 2 Black Warwind, and this time we're gonna search for Roshi with Black Warwind, and then we're gonna search for the Twin Shadow, just like that. Now use the Twin Shadow, send back Chinook and Shamal to our deck, like that, to go for Boris. Boris activate his effect to go send Steam to the graveyard, just like that. Now, there are different ways to summon the Falcon. In this case, though, I would suggest to, first of all, summon Orochi. Now we can activate Steam's effect. Send away, let's say, Boris, for example. Boris. And now you're going to go for Y-Strix with that one Orochi and nothing. Activate Y-Strix effect. Special summon Shamal. You always want to special summon Shamal with Y-Strix because you want to go for Bolo Dragon. Okay. Now, after you've done that, go for Joe by using the Steam and the level 4 monster. And now, luckily, Steam's effect will be activated. And now we want to activate Joe's effect to special summon Boris again. He will be a level 6 again. Now use Boris and the token to go for Raikiri. Then you can go for the Falcon, just like that. Now with the Falcon, you can go, like in this case, because we got the Raider's Wing on our hand, guys, search with the Falcon Zephyros. Okay, I want you to search for him. And then I want you to go for Bardiche with that Zephyros. And then from your hand, activate Raider's Wing effect. Send away Raider's Wing. Boom. Now you can go for Ballot. Like that. Special summon the Blackwing. So the thing is, guys, I'm not sure. This is up to you guys, okay? This is really up to you, because if your opponent decides to play Lava Golem, then it is good to always have the Blackwing Dragon, the Blackwing Assault Dragon out. Because if he decides to just tribute away the Ballard, the Falcon, and the Dragoon, then we are screwed. But if we still have the Blackwing Assault Dragon out there, then we still have something to do. Okay, and then set the rank up. Alright, just that was a showcase how to play if we break, I would say, with Raider's Wing and the rank up on our hands. Next hand. Okay, so check this hand out. First of all, we got Steam on our hand. Okay, we do not want Steam on our hand. That's true, right? Yeah. Now check this out. First of all, guys, we're gonna activate the Prosperity. With the Prosperity, in a situation like this, guys, I would suggest to get rid of, because you gotta understand, if you got Steam on your hands, then we won't be able to go for Dragoon. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Trust me, it's not going to happen because we will need the Twin Shadow to go. First of all, we're gonna summon Boris with the cards that we usually use to go for the Muddy Mud Dragon, and then we're gonna use a Twin Shadow to go to summon one of the level 7 Blackwing monsters. Okay, so in this case, guys, we can easily get rid of the Dragoon, Muddy Mud Dragon, and we can actually also get rid of the Silverwind because we're gonna use a Twin Shadow, so we won't be able to activate Silverwind's effect. Okay, alright, now 3 cards, Zutri, perfect. Okay, just like that. And then, yeah, this is just beautiful. Now this is up to you guys. If you feel like your opponent might have Gamma on your hand, okay, because you know your opponent, you know that he's always lucky to draw one of the Gammas, then I would suggest to, this is tough, but maybe to not go for the forgot his name, Simon. Okay, so yeah, we can use a small world depending on wherever we're gonna get ashed or whatever. Because for example, let's say we activate Black Wild, summon Boris, Zutri, activate Zutri's effect, and then let's say for example our Black Wild gets ashed, then we're just gonna say, alright, fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna get one search. With that one search, we're gonna go for Shamal. And then we're gonna use the Black Wild because we just got ashed. Now get rid of Steam. I would also now suggest to get rid of one of the Bisset cards. And then search for Vata. Just like that, okay? Activate Shamal's effect. Get out the Vata. By the way, as you can see, guys, this is like with the hand that we just had. We are playing like the worst case scenario. We got ashed. We expect to be gummed and all that. So we are going actually really low. We could have gone way bigger combo if we would have searched for Simoon with small worlds and just, yeah, two Black Wild Ones and one Simoon is just badass. Okay. Now Vata will give us we're gonna send Zephyros and Shinook to the graveyard. Because you guys need to understand that starting off with Simoon is the best thing that can happen to us. But what if he gets Gammat? If he gets Gammat in a situation like that, where we do not have another Zutri on our hand or whatever, it's gonna be tough for us. It's gonna be so tough. So, yeah. Okay. So, by the way, this time we are playing without Steam, okay? No Steam in this deck. In this play. The start is basically the same. Then we're gonna go for nothing. Search for Zutri. Send Zutri to our hand. Black Feather Wand will special summon Vata again. Like that. Now normal summon Zutri. And let's say this time, because we already have the Twin Shadow in hand, okay? We already have the Twin Shadow in hand, but usually we would activate Zutra's effect, and then chain Black Wild. With Black Wild, we will search for Orochi or Gale, and with Zutri, we would search for the Twin Shadow, but in this case, we already have it on our hand, so that's why I won't use Zutri's effect. Okay. And in this case, guys, I would actually, let me think real quick over here. Yeah, in this case, guys, I would go for Gale. Okay, now, So now we have a couple of options over here. How we could play it. Let me just think real quick. Okay, check this out, guys. We're gonna activate the Twin Shadow, Chinook, and Shamal to the graveyard to summon Boris. With Boris effect, we're gonna send the Orochi to the graveyard. Okay. Like that. Then we can use those two to go for Joe. Now we're gonna use the Y tricks. Boom, to go for Shamal. Like that. Now with Gale and Zephyros, we will go for the second level 7 monster like that. Now check this out. This is going to be really important. First of all, use the Blackwing Dragon and Y tricks. Boom, to go for Badish. Activate Badish's effect to set the Raider's Wing to the graveyard and the rank up to the field. Now use Joe's effect to special summon Boris again. Next up, go for the Falcon. With the Falcon, we're gonna special summon the other Zephyros. Now use Boris and the other Zephyros to go for the full All Master. Then from the graveyard, activate Raider's Wing effect to detach a material from Falcon to summon the Wing. Get out the Baller Dragon. Boom. And then, last but not least, the Blackwing Assault Dragon. And now check this out, guys. We have just done this combo without Steam. Without Steam and only one Black Wildwind and one Zutri. Okay. Okay, check this out. With interruptions. We've done this combo right now with interruptions. Of course, Nibiru kills us. We cannot, there's nothing that we can do against Nibiru in this case. But we just done this combo without Steam. With Steam on our hand, which is usually a brick, right? Usually it's a brick to have Steam on our hand. But we were still able to do it. And this basically just wraps up this deck, guys. The consistency is crazy. Like, out of all those tries that we just done together, I've seen only one brick, and it's not even that big of a brick, because we still had like impermanence on our hand, which can also give us another turn. And yeah, so I'm satisfied. Now I have to say, I played this deck in my local tournaments, and I totally totally demolished my opponents. Okay, so yeah. All right. Next thing that I want to show you guys is how to sight. So from the experiences I made with this deck, going second, I always love to take out, first of all, the Raiders wing, take out the rank up, take out Call by the Grave, take out Radiant with small world. Okay, I like to keep one small world because we can still use the small world to search with the piston cards as a bridge. And then I like to also take out Steam, because going second, you do not want to have Steam on your hand. Okay, you just do not want to have Steam on your hand. So take out Steam and add all of those cards. 3 times Dark Will no more. Like this is usually the thing that you have. And depending on who you're playing against, let's say you want to have the Cosmic Cyclones, you can take out either the 3 Bisset cards for the 3 Cyclones if you want to, or what you can also do is take out the other small worlds, 1 Zephyros, and 1 Orashi. And add the Cosmic Cyclones. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do. And also we want to take out the Falcon and Kali Yuga at at Raiders Knight and Arc Rebellion Dragon, because those cards are usually OTK. Okay, that's it. And yeah, and let's say we want to go first. If you want to go first with this deck, because we lost the first game, now we can go first. Take out the impermanences. Okay, take out the impermanences and add the prohibitions. And with prohibition, guys, usually I would either, like, it depends on, guys, because not everyone is playing Nibiru's. You it depends on, like, really, because it sucks to get hit with draw in situations where you have to start off with small world of prosperity, right? So if your hand looks like that, where you have to start off with prosperity and small world, then I would suggest to call draw with permission. But if your hand is already great, because you have Simoon on your hand, you got Zutri on your hand, Shamal on your hand, and Vata on your hand, then call with prohibition Nibiru. 100% sure. 100%, nothing else. Nibiru or draw. Nibiru or draw, okay? Depending on your hand, Nibiru or draw. And going first, the Bistet cards are also great because you can use the Bistet cards also to summon the Dragoon. Okay? How? Muddy Mud Dragon and one of the Bistet cards will fusion for Dragoon. Okay, so also keep that in mind. Okay, guys, and I mean, that's basically it. Yeah, I hope this video was some good information for you guys on how to play with this deck, because I know it is complicated. I know it's really tough. Like, don't expect to build this deck, go out and immediately win, because you're gonna misplay a lot with this deck. I promise you. So please test it a lot. Okay. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Bye bye. Hold up, man. What the hell am I doing? Okay, now bye.